Hey everyone, I'll just give it another couple minutes and then we'll get started.
Good afternoon.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Kendall.
How are you, Daljit?
I'm good. Good. How are you?
Doing well. We'll just give it another minute and then we'll get started.
Did you have lunch already? Daddy. Daddy.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
All right, in the interest of time, we're just going to go ahead and get started here. So first thing on the agenda is welcoming the new TSC. It doesn't look like we have all of the people on the call, but I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to put an announcement out after this call as well, so everyone is aware. So these 8 people right here are the new TSC voting seats for the 2022-2023 term. So congratulations to everyone. So the next order of business would be to elect the TSC chair. So for that, I'll also send out all information, but I wanted just to quickly walk through it here. It'll be quite similar to the TSC election. However, the following 8 people are the only ones that can nominate and vote. So they will nominate who they would like to put up for a vote. If only one person is nominated, then it won't go to a vote. They'll just automatically become the chair. If 2 or more people have been nominated, then it will go to a vote, and those 8 people will vote on who the chair will be. So the timeline would be nominations will start today and will go until end of day on Wednesday. And then voting will go out Wednesday evening and go until end of day on Monday. I'll send out obviously a lot more information after this, but just wanted to give everyone a heads up. Okay. So I know there was also talk on changing this time to make it more friendly for the people in different countries. How do people feel about that, especially with the new TSC in place, especially you voting members? What would this still be a good time, or should we move this to it in the morning, or how are people thinking?
Yeah, I can do it. So yeah, we can change time a bit because few of the people are in India, so we can adjust the time, like make the meetings earlier.
Sure. Does Mondays still work for everyone?
Yeah, Mondays work. Yeah, Mondays work. Just the time.
Okay. So what if we did 9 a.m. Pacific time?
Just a sec.
Sounds good.
9 a.m. That will be 10:30. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
I think something to keep in mind, we have the daylight ending next weekend, so it would be 9:30 India time once that happens.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine for us.
Okay. Then if that works, then we'll shoot for that. And we do want to keep it weekly as well.
Okay.
Sure.
Weekly every Monday. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I'll update the calendar and also send out a note to everyone, just so there's hopefully no confusion on that.
Okay.
One
Thanks.
moment.
I think the let's keep the slot weekly, but we can cancel if there's no agenda.
Yep, I think that's a great idea. Great. So we'll just go to our next agenda item, which is actually from you, Shruti, the proposal review for pending 1.7 release.
Yes, and I would like to share my screen. I can pick it up. Okay. Please bear with me. I haven't done this in a while. This seems
No
looks
problem.
different. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So the proposal is mostly around the S1AP tester that we use for for LTE integration test at the moment sits in a separate repository under Facebook experimental. And the proposal is to move this repository into the more community-owned Magma organization. And because the development happens in tandem with Magma, and it's the same community contributing to both these tools, like on the access gateway and on the S1AP tester. So the steps to take care is announce a code freeze on the original repository, duplicate it to the new repository, and make sure the integration test scripts are working fine. And as commented by Tariq and Sudhi here, who are working on the testing infrastructure, on the DevOps, and on the release 1.7 is, again, it will just unify the community and align the development better. So I have the green signal from the Meta team, which is managing the repository. They would be available to move to initiate the process. Nothing keeping us from that side. I wanted to get a green signal from the TSC here to add this repository under the Magma organization. So that's and we can do a quick vote, or if there's no objection, we can assume everybody's on board to do it.
Hi, Shruti, I have a question here. Do we have some CI jobs that will break when we move, like some hard-coded organization values, something like
Yes,
that?
so that's why there's a step here. I've linked
Okay.
to all the test files, all the script, which the way we use it currently is we check out the repository and build it, and then run the integration test. So the plan is to fix those scripts, migrate them to the new URL. So it would be a change of the Git URL that we use in the script. That's also part of the task. And only when that is working, we can deprecate the old one.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hi, Shruti. Govin here.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm part of ARM. So I'm interested whether this S1AP tester is specific to any CPU architecture or it is going to run on ARM platform as well.
So right now it's all it runs in our Ubuntu VM,
Okay.
and we can talk about we can look at any specific hardware requirement or simulation environment that you have, and
Right.
we can check what the compatibility is.
Yeah. In the past, when we ran the current S1AP test case on the ARM platform, so it is coupled with Vagrant based VM, and we found issues on that. So
I see.
We had a discussion with Meta team to containerize this S1AP tester.
Mhm.
So looks like it is still going to run inside a VM, right? And you are not going to change the current environment.
That's not in the scope of this proposal.
Okay.
We can track it as a separate activity.
Okay. Thanks.
Right. So this proposal is mostly around the administrative aspect of where should the code sit. But to your question, Govinda, I think, yeah, we were having this discussion some time back, and it got dropped off amongst other things.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So if nobody, like as I mentioned, considering it's an administrative move, if nobody has any objections, I would take it as a yes and go ahead and start with the PR.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I'll stop sharing here. Over to you, Kendall.
Great, thank you, Shruti. So the last thing on the agenda would be just reminding everyone for the grant process. So Aswin, please jump in here if I miss anything, but before proposals can be presented here in the TSC meetings, they need to go through the grant proposal committee. And once they have gone through there and have been reviewed through that committee, then they will move over to the TSC to review.
Spot on. Thank you.
Perfect.
So can you name who are all in that grant proposal committee, Kendall and Ashwin?
Yeah, sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go for it.
Yeah, I believe that's Emily and Mark for the moment, but we'd be looking to expand that once we have other funding sources as well. For now, it's Meta funded, and so it's monitored by Mark and Emily on behalf of Meta.
Okay.
Any other questions on that? Okay. That actually brings us to the end of the agenda. Is there any other business that people would like to discuss?
Yeah, hey Kendall, I have a question. Regarding the meeting notes, are we using Confluence or like Etherpad?
Yes, we are going to shift everything over to Confluence. It is just a rolling upgrade. So we'll be, hopefully we'll get that shifted over by the next meeting.
Okay, because we are also pushing the same thing in other community calls like DevOps and and everywhere, that we all should come on the Confluence. So all the meeting notes are in one place.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Well, if there's nothing else, then we could have a really short meeting today. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
All right,
Thanks,
thank you.
everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.